Hello everyone, I'm Harvey and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. As you can see, I finished 4th overall and 1st in England in the 2021 season in FPL, and I would like to share some tips and tricks to help you along your FPL journey. Let's dive straight into it. So looking back at my game week 19 points, I got 92, which was 26 above the average, so a really decent week actually, and I got a massive green arrow up to about 126k in the world, so yeah, really pleased with the week. Obviously Alexander-Arnold came in with a 15 pointer, so he got a goal and 3 bonus against West Ham away. Really happy to own him at the moment, and despite scoring, it was actually one of his worst sort of output weeks so far this season, but yeah, that's FPL for you, and obviously he came away with the goal, so yeah, really happy with that haul. And speaking of hauls, Lewis Hall got another haul, so many hauls. He got a 12 pointer against Manchester United away, obviously got an assist and 3 bonus as well, so again, really happy to own him, and he's rising price pretty much every week at the moment. He's gone up to 4.8 now, and yeah, just look at the last 4 games in terms of his points output. Really happy to own him, and yeah, really pleased with that 12 pointer. Obviously the Arsenal clean sheet wipeout by Mbeumo of all people, so yeah, obviously that meant that I didn't get a clean sheet from either of those, but yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that because their expected goals conceded was still yeah, stupid, 0.29, which is just unbelievable. So yeah, nothing to worry about there. Obviously I'm going to keep them for the foreseeable future. Rodgers popped up with a goal and assist against Brighton at home, and unfortunately the reason why he is red is because he got his 5th yellow card, as you can see, of the season, and it's frustrating because obviously he's got Leicester at home in game week 20, which he will miss now, but he will be back for Everton away. But yeah, it's just frustrating because that's probably one of the easiest fixtures on the fixture run. So yeah, we can't. Beggars can't be choosers, so yeah, I'll just have to roll the punches really. But you're really happy with the goal and assist against Brighton at home. I wasn't expecting that, and obviously came away with 2 bonuses as well, because I believe Watkins got the full 3. So yeah, it's a nice passing gift really before the Leicester at home fixture. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about that too much. Obviously Gordon was my transfer in for this week. He got an assist and a clean sheet point, so yeah, he came away with a 6 pointer. Not too bad. I was hoping for a little bit more, but again, he did return for me, so I can't really complain too much. But yeah, the fixture's coming up. I think Spurs away, it should be a green fixture at the moment, just because of their defence frailties at the moment. But yeah, no, really impressed with him, and he's actually on set pieces now. Trippier has picked up a knock, I believe. So yeah, really impressed with him, and hopefully he will stay for the foreseeable future. And then obviously Palmer blanked. He did hit the post and created a couple of chances for his teammates as well. So look at that, 0.74 goal involvements as well, expected goal involvements. So yeah, it was lively despite blanking. So again, not going to worry about him too much. Mo Salah, obviously another 16 pointer. It's just ridiculous at this point, the amount of points that he's racking up over the course of the season. He's actually surpassed 200 points halfway through the season, which is literally unheard of. He's just breaking records left, right and centre, and he's probably the most informed player in the world at the moment. So yeah, he's absolutely not going anywhere, and he's going to be the captaincy choice probably for the next 4 weeks, but obviously that's forward thinking. But yeah, really impressed with him, and obviously I'm glad that I captained him for that double 16 pointer. Obviously Cunha, he did pick up an injury against Spurs, which meant that he came off at half time. I'm not going to complain too much because the previous 3 weeks that I owned him for, he did get 9 and 12 points, so yeah, nothing to be unhappy about there really. But he did finally get the ban from the FA for taking the glasses off an Ipswich Town member of staff, and I think he also led with an elbow at some point as well. So yeah, it's been a long time coming really. I'm surprised he's lasted as long as he has, but yeah, I think Wolves have got away on there because I think he's only banned for 1 Premier League game, So if you do own him, he's probably a sell, but if you have a plan to keep him, then absolutely viable, because he will be back for that Newcastle game in the game week 21. So yeah, I'm not sure why the FA have taken so long to eventually ban him, but yeah, that's obviously out of my control. So he will be leaving the team this week, as you'll find out in the future. But obviously Mateta, another transfer in for this week. He's unlucky to come away with nothing really, although the expected goal amounts aren't that great. I was watching the game through highlights, and yeah, he set up a few chances for Sarr, and I think one for Eze as well, and he did have a big chance himself. So yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that transfer in, and obviously the fixtures coming up are part of the reason why I brought him in. So yeah, I'm going to be patient with Jean-Philippe, and hopefully he will pay me back. And then obviously last but not least, Isaac with the 7-pointer again, another goal again, and obviously racked up 0.83 expected goals against United away, which isn't a surprise, just considering how frail they look at the back at the moment. But obviously it gets better as well, because they head against Spurs in the future, and obviously Wolves aren't a great defence either. So yeah, if you haven't got him already, I'll definitely bring him in. He's owned by over half of the people that play FPL now, so yeah, he's getting quite popular, but there's a reason for that, because yeah, look at the last 6 weeks, it's just ridiculous. It's on par with Salah at the moment. But yeah, obviously that was the team for game week 19, and obviously I had to bench Nuri, and of course he got the 10-pointer. He got 2 assists and 3 bonus as well, despite conceding 2 goals. So yeah, I've still got him, so there is a potential for me to play him in my defence for this week when he has Forest at home, I believe, in game week 20. So yeah, it's a nice keep at the moment, but yeah, it's just disappointing that I benched a 10-pointer, but I was never going to play him against Gabriel, or instead of Gabriel rather. So yeah, obviously that's just hindsight speaking, but obviously the other 3 players, Kluivert was obviously suspended against Fulham away, and he's back now, and then Concert managed to concede 2 goals against Brighton. So yeah, I benched those 2 correctly, I suppose, and obviously Valdemarson, I thought he might get a start against Arsenal, but Flecken actually returned to the team for that Arsenal fixture. So yeah, that was the team for game week 19. A lovely green arrow, and hopefully we'll get another one next week. So moving on to my team for game week 20. Obviously you can see the transfer on your screen now. I have brought in Chris Wood for this week, and I've sold Matheus Cunha. Obviously the back of a 12-pointer against Everton away, and he looks really good. That's probably his best performance of the season so far, despite racking up, I think it's 11 goals now. 11 and 1 assist. So yeah, I think the time was right to bring him in. Obviously he did blank 3 games previous to that, but the striker's not going to score every game unless his name is Alexander Isak. So yeah, I'm going to bring him, well, obviously brought him in for this week, and ahead of Wolves away, who again look quite weak defensively at the moment, and obviously that Liverpool fixture, I hope to bench him, but if I have to play him, it's not the end of the world, is it? So and then he goes into a run of Southampton at home, and then a couple of decent attacking fixtures after that. So yeah, that was the transfer in. Obviously Cunha left the team, even though he's suspended for 1 Premier League game. I could have been more patient and held on to him, but I thought the time was right to move off Cunha and go for Chris Wood, because Cunha is actually injured as well at the moment. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to make the lineup for the next Premier League game after the one he's suspended for. So yeah, that's the team for this week. Obviously Brighton away isn't the best fixture for my Arsenal defenders / goalkeeper. I think Brighton will score in that fixture, but again, if there's one defence that you have to back, it's Arsenal, because they are the best in the league at the moment. So yeah, hoping for a lucky clean sheet there. Obviously Concert, it's a plum fixture this week, Leicester at home. He's not going to leave the team, because I've kept him for this fixture really, and obviously the future fixtures aren't bad either after that Arsenal away game. So yeah, he's staying. Obviously he's cheap as chips now, 4.4. So yeah, he's in for this week. And then obviously Alexander-Arnold, he's not going anywhere either. So that obviously means that I'm benching Nuri again. But yeah, there's obviously a reason for that, because I think United at home is a decent fixture, and again, it probably should be a green fixture at the moment on the FPL rating. But yeah, off the back of a goal and 3 bonus against West Ham away, I'm not going to bench Trent, and I've seen lots of people bring him in this week as well. So yeah, definitely playing him, which means that I'm also going to captain Salah against United. I just see this being another cricket score, similar to the West Ham score, 5-0 last week. So yeah, that's obviously meaning that I'm hoping that Salah will score or get an assist or both, because he's done that quite a few times this season already. It's just ridiculous at the moment. I think he's a permanent captain shout for the foreseeable future. So yeah, obviously the armband's on him. And then I'll do the 2 Newcastle players at once. So obviously Gordon, off the back of an assist against United. Yeah, obviously he's in the team, and Spurs away is a decent fixture on paper for attackers, so he's in the team, as well as Isak. I don't really need to say why I've still got him, because there's lots of people that are bringing him in this week. So yeah, he's got the vice captaincy as well. And hopefully he will continue that hot streak form that he's on now. And obviously Palmer, Crystal Palace away, not the best fixture on paper, but he is in the team. And yeah, he's not a captaincy shout for me for this week, because Palace have actually improved defensively over the course of the season. So yeah, I can't see him getting a massive haul. Obviously that's famous last words. Obviously Kluivert's back in the team after the suspension. I think Everton at home is a decent fixture, despite them being a decent defence. I can see Bournemouth getting 2 or 3 goals here. Apart from Tavernier, they're going to be pretty much full strength. So yeah, I can see this being a 2-0 or 3-0 game, and hopefully Kluivert scores a hat-trick of penalties again. But yeah, he's in the team for this week. And then obviously Chris Wood, new signing. I've already spoke about him, but yeah, 11 goals this season. Decent run of fixtures, apart from the Liverpool game coming up. So yeah, he's in the team obviously. And then last but not least, Mateta. Obviously I brought him in last week in the hope that he got something against Southampton at home, but he didn't. But yeah, I'm just going to play the patient game with him, and hopefully he will start scoring and assisting in the near future. And then obviously the bench reads Rodgers first, despite him being suspended. That's just because I normally put the midfielder first on my bench, but there's no real reason. Obviously he's not going to play this week, but he will be back for that Everton game. So obviously I'm going to hold on to him, and I did buy him at 5 million. So if you're not aware of the price dropping sort of system that FPL have, because he's tied up as a 5.2 million asset for me, if he actually goes down in price by 0.1, then he will still be 5.2 for my selling price. So yeah, even if he does go down before the deadline or after the deadline, then I've still got him as a 5.2 million pound asset. Hopefully that makes sense. But obviously Ait-Nouri, I was tempted to play him, but again, I'm not sure who I'm going to bench for him after his 10-pointer and 6-pointer against United. But yeah, obviously his first bench, so if anyone for whatever reason is injured, then he'll come on. And then Lewis Hall, despite his recent performances, he's last on my bench. That's purely because Spurs are the best attack in the league statistically this season. So yeah, I can see them conceding, and I think his hot streak of form is going to come to an end at some point. So yeah, who knows, but he might eventually come on if I have 2 injured players. You never know, but yeah, he's last on my bench for this week, and then obviously he will come back in. I think it's Wolves, yeah, against Wolves. So yeah, that's the team for this week. Thank you for watching this episode. If you could please like, subscribe and comment on what I should do next, that would be great. See you in the next one.